Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crubany in the Killigarry GA grounds in Crubany for the Imperial Bar Senior Championship final between Lurgan, the defending champions, and Mullahoran, I suppose the newcomers to the senior final. I don't know exactly when the last time they were in a final was, but it's been a very long time, whereas Lurgan are the reigning champions. They're going for 3 in a row, I believe, this year, looking for the Michelle Keating Cup, going back up to Lurgan. They have won it in 2015 and 2016. We're going to go through the Lurgan team here. As you see, they're lining out down to our left hand side here. I'm going to be joined a little bit later on by Grania Midlade on commentary, but the Lurgan team is lining out as we've been told as per programme. Just going to make a wee bit of room here. So in goals it's Evelyn Baugh. The full back line is Emer Gilsonen, Sarah Nulty and Ciara Brady. The half back line is Amy Gaynor, Lorna Lawless, and wearing number 7 it's Lyda McCabe. In the middle of the field it's Catherine Dolan and Amy Gaynor. Half forward line is Edith Lynch. Centre half forward and captain is Clara O'Reilly, and wearing number 12 is Clara Lynch. Full forward line then is Lara Keoghan. At centre half, or at full forward, it's Niamh Daly, she's the vice captain, and Emer Corcoran wears number 15, she completes the lineup. Father Tom McKiernan, as you can see down to our left hand side, is just shaking the hands of all the players and the officials as he makes his way, a long time follower of the ladies GA here in Cavan, the Ladies Gaelic Football Association, so we can go down and just follow that. We're going to go through the Mullahoran team now, if we have her. It's starting off with Maeve Bullimore in goals. The full back line is Martha Mulvey, Julianne Shorten, and wearing number 4 it's Maria Mousey. The wing half back then wearing number 5 is Kerry Bourne. Centre half back is Niamh O'Reilly, and wearing number 7 is Melanie Moran Flood. In the middle of the field it's Aisling Shorten, and captain Mona Shorten wears 9. Half forward line is Breda Smith, Louise Shorten and Ava Harton wears 12, and the full forward line is Sheila Riley wearing 13, Geraldine Shorten wearing 14, and Kate Smith wearing the number 15. So it's just a few minutes from throw-in here. We have about 2 minutes until throw-in. We will be bringing you full live video of this game on wearecavan.com, so don't be afraid to get in contact with us. Share it on Facebook and on Twitter if you're on the watching live page. As you get the opportunity here, we're looking down the match officials for the day. As you can see, we're going to try and give you a bit of a zoom in there to our match officials. I believe that's Martin Sexton is going to be probably actually looking down a wee bit further, there's our referee. It's Maggie Farley, of course, a world of experience in ladies football. So we're going to pause for Aran Naveen. So folks, that was Aran Naveen. We're almost ready to go here. It looks like the Father Tom McKiernan is just doing the shaking hands with the Mullahoran team. As you can see, conditions are very, very poor here. It's been raining for about the last 45 minutes, getting very strong. Delighted to be joined by Grania Midlade. Grania, not a day that would entice you to go out and play football.
No, thanks, Damien, not at all. Very wet. It's actually cleared up a small bit here at the moment, but it's going to be a very slippery day for the girls, and it'll be interesting to see who can manage the wet ball the best today.
Yeah, I suppose it's going to be difficult conditions. I suppose it'll come down to the ability to hold on to those dirty balls, the slippy balls. Maybe executing passes are going to be crucial. You had the disappointment of losing the intermediate final, but no shame in losing it the way he's lost it. It was a really good battle.
No, it was a fantastic battle. And as I said, there is definitely no disappointment in losing when it is a battle and two teams are fighting till the very last minute for it, and that's exactly what it was. Crushlar, fantastic team, such a young team but with so much experience. So looking forward to seeing them in senior next year, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to see can they make an impact at that level. Looking through the two teams, who are the players that you'd be looking out for? Who do you think will stand out?
Well, for Lurgan, you have some of the more experienced players. You have Clara there and Niamh Daly, Sarah Nulty, a couple of the girls that have been in the county over the last couple of years. There's Catherine Dolan. Going through the whole team, you could start from 1 to 15. I mean, there's a lot of experience there, a lot of youth, but still a lot of experience. Mullahoran, very similar. Like, you have obviously all the Sherdons, you've Niamh O'Reilly. Mullahoran are going to be very, very strong. Lurgan, very strong and quick. So, it's going to be a great battle today. It's going to be a great battle. I couldn't even call it. As we said earlier on there, it's going to be who can actually manage this wet day.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very close as we get very near to throw in here. We're actually gone a little bit past the 2 o'clock mark. I suppose the players, as you mentioned, the big players that have been stepping up for Lorgan in I think it was the playoff game against Lacken. Catherine Dolan scored an absolute cracker of a goal in a crucial stage, draw match, and the goal was the difference between the sides. So she's going to be a big, big player for them, even though still quite young. I think maybe 20.
Yeah, still very young. I suppose Lurgan experience, this is their third final now, so it really, I think for them today, having the experience of the last two finals and over the last 10 years, there's a lot of them girls that even if they weren't playing, they would have been on the panel. So I think that experience will definitely help them today.
Yeah, indeed. Just hearing that there was a change there, but it wasn't just while it was announced, it wasn't just clear exactly. There was one change on the Lorgan team. I think it involved the number 9, I think, but we're looking to see is there another number out on the field. I can't spot a different number at this moment in time. Maybe it was a change in personnel. Now from this distance, I wouldn't be great at looking at it. Looking at the.
Already you can see Clara has moved to midfield for the Clara Riley has moved to midfield for the jump.
Yeah, she continues to wear her number 11. Yeah. Centre half forward then looks like it's Amy Gaynor on the Lorgan team. I think the number 7 was the other person that was mentioned, but they're definitely lying. As best as I can see, it's 1 to 15, but it must be a change maybe with the name on, or somebody wearing a number that wasn't that isn't as per programme. But look, we'll have to keep an eye on this. It looks like Lorgan are going to be attacking the road end here in Crubeny as referee Maggie Farley gets ready to throw in the ball. So Mullahoran attacking the to our right hand side, attacking from left to right. Lorgan attacking from right to left. All handshakes before the massacre begins. It should be a really entertaining game here, folks. As I said before, let us know where you're listening in. We're delighted to have you here on wearecavan.com as Maggie Farley gets ready. Hopefully the clock is working on the far side, but if it's not, we'll keep an eye on our time on this end. Getting ready to throw the ball. The ball is in and we're on the way already as Mullahoran go on the attack. Sorry folks, I don't know if you're catching this on this camera, but it's been changed. As the ball was driving forward, it looked like it was or Mona Shorten, was it?
Aisling, yes.
It was Aisling,
yes.
Aisling Shorten. She wins a free just outside the D, about 38 yards straight in front of the goal. First opportunity for a score. It's a long way out. The wind has seemed to have completely died down because of that heavy rain. This is going to drop short in around the right hand side of the goals, and it goes out to the right hand side and wide. So it's first wide goes to Mullahoran coming from that free. They'll need to, I suppose with the wet ball you're always going to get slide from the kick. Long kick out though, sent out into the space, and looks like Rammer or Lorgan are going to pick up this ball here.
Now is on the attack. great block there by Sheila Riley, who's actually in the back line, who started off in the full forward line for Mullahoran. So the kick out now from Maeve Bullimore from Mullahoran. That was a wide ball. So a high kick out to the midfielders, a contest there from two midfielders. Mona Sheridan comes out with the ball and now striving up the pitch. They're on the attack. We have Catherine Dolan attacking from the 13 and over the bar. Great point. Now soloed in, worked in by the half forward line, Clara Lynch, given to Catherine Dolan and over the bar in 13. That was a great point. So another kick out now from Mullahoran. Oh, the midfielders in contesting it now, and Lurgan comes out with the ball. Clara Lynch again with the ball, giving it in to Amy Gaynor this time, but won by Mona Sheridan, who now is soloing up the pitch, and give a long ball into Kate Smith on the 40. Aisling Sheridan is off her shoulder now. Kate Smith goes again. And a kick from the 20. And that's Kate Smith has put the ball over the bar.
Brilliant score by Kate Smith. Well done, Grania. You definitely have a career in that. We just had to readjust one of the cameras. There was a wee bit of problem. So Kate Smith leveling the score here. We've got, what have we got? 4 minutes played here in the first half. The first point coming from Lurgan by
Catherine Dolan.
Catherine Dolan leading by example from the middle of the field.
Mullahoran again on the attack. They're winning a lot of them balls. A lot of balls going in by Lurgan, but just aren't getting to the Lurgan forwards.
No, ball over carried there by the full forward Geraldine Sheridan, I think it is, for Mullahoran, and Lurgan have possession now in their own 20-metre line. They're playing a hand pass up towards Amy Gaynor. Amy Gaynor now right-footed, looking for the centre half forward Clara O'Reilly, up soccer style on the far side of the field. Clara O'Reilly, oh, lovely flick up, but just gets away from her. She's on the pressure from Niamh O'Reilly. She's got it inside the 20-metre line, though. Looks like she's been held back. No, referee says over carrying. It's consistent calling by the referee Maggie Farley. I suppose the most important thing, Grania, here is that you don't let me get too biased. I do have influence with
I won't let you.
If you think I'm being too biased, you're going to have to pull me in. But it's a free to Mullahoran, as I say, well deserved.
Yeah. No, that was good. It's that Sheila Riley again. Sheila Riley is doing great clearing there.
She seems to be operating, coming back as a sweeper. She's wearing the number 13, but there's two in the full forward line for Mullahoran, and there's one sweeper for Lurgan operating in front. So Mullahoran trying to clear their lines, but they've no option to kick two, but it goes straight to the Lurgan full back line there, where Emer Gilsonen picks up possession of the ball. She gives it out to the wing half forward Clara Lynch. Lynch now soloing on the right foot. Mullahoran with big numbers back at this point. They're Lurgan trying to penetrate with Amy Gaynor. Amy Gaynor then giving it off to Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch now left footed. She's punting it into the full forward line, but it's well broken down there by the corner back Maria Moosey. Moosey picking up possession and trying to set Mullahoran on the attack with Niamh O'Reilly. Niamh O'Reilly with a kick pass up then towards, she's aiming for Kate Smith, but it's Bet Kate, and it's going to be picked up by the centre half back Lorna Lawless. Lawless with a hand pass then on to Emer Corcoran, and Corcoran plays it out to her right hand side. They're looking for a wee bit of space in the middle. That's a wonderful move by the other Amy Gaynor. There's two of them on the Ramor United team, but it's played in towards the full forward line where Lara Kyogan looks to pick it up. She hand passes it off to Niamh Daly. Niamh Daly now solo with the right foot on the right hand side of the goals. That's good defending by the full back. Julianne should know it's actually a push. Referee says it's going to be a free in from the 20-metre line, almost, well, about maybe 7-8 yards in from the far sideline. Not an easy free in those conditions. Corner forward Lara Kyogan's going to have a pot at this one. You'd imagine it suits the left footed. She's taking the solo on that left foot, so it'd be interesting to see has she got the distance and the accuracy on this one. Difficult conditions. Looks like it's going to go out to the left hand side of the goals and wide, so I suppose look at kicking isn't going to be very easy. It's going to be difficult on a day like that to get the accuracy in the kicks.
Yeah, it's very heavy. I thought that was great defending by Mullahoran. Everyone, I think they had 13 people back behind the ball at that stage. Now they just need to get up the pitch.
Yeah, they do. Kerry Bourne wins the kick out there coming from the goalkeeper, sends it out then towards Sheila Riley. Sheila Riley has the run in the middle of the field. There's great breaking by, I think it's Aisling Shorten driving. As Mona Shorten plays a hand pass forward, gets the 1-2. She's going to fumble the ball. It falls to the ground. In comes the wing half forward there, Ava Harton. Ava now looking for movement. There comes Geraldine Shorten. Geraldine Shorten breaking inside 20-metre line onto the right foot. That's a great score by Geraldine Shorten, making it 2-1 in favour of Mullahoran.
That was a fantastic work from Mullahoran. 1-2 off the shoulders and then to Geraldine. That was a great score.
Yeah, we will be joined by our Northern Sound listeners in just a few moments. Kevin McDermott is coming to me now, but as soon as we're on air, we'll give the updates at that point. But it's 2 points to 1 in favour of Mullahoran at this point. We've got 9 minutes played, or just short of 9 minutes. Actually, it's 8 minutes played here. Free one there in the middle of the field. Mullahoran on the attack. It's with the wing half back there, Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne gives it off to the midfielder, Aisling Shorten. Right-footed shot by Kerry, goes to the left of the goals and wide.
I think we have it out for 45. Must hit off one of the Lurgan players.
It is indeed, yeah. It looks like it's come off one of the Lurgan players, all right. So it's going to be a 45. These conditions make it very difficult kicking that 45. Going to be taken by midfielder Mona Shorten. Oh, lovely move here. Going to be kicked back to Mona by Kate Smith. Mona picks it up off the ground, goes out to the left hand side to the wing half back there. Melanie Moran Flood gives it back to Shorten. Shorten left footed, aiming in towards the square. High ball, well caught by Aisling Shorten. Half a goal chance here. Shorten looks like she's fouled. No free, says the referee. Ball's on the ground. Shorten does well to gather it back out. Plays it out to the wing half forward. Breda Smith, who drops the ball, gathers it second time of asking. Gives it to Kate Smith. Shot by Kate Smith. Goes out to the right hand side of the goals and wide. That's a let off for Lurgan.
Yes, that was an opportunity definitely missed for Mullahoran. I don't know if it was a free. But definitely a wonderful catch by Aisling Shorten.
Definitely. She's
so strong in the air.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. All of the Shortens, they're so powerful there. They've got great ability to win ball that other players can't win generally.
Yes.
As the Mullahoran win that free out towards the middle of the field, they're aiming in again for Geraldine Shorten. Geraldine Shorten trying to sell a dummy, gets onto the inside, looks like she's dropped the ball. It's going to be under pressure. She's got Breda Smith free if she can find. She gives it out to Kate Smith, though Kate then turns onto the right foot. In comes wing half back Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne with the shot. Kerry Bourne with the point. Great score by Kerry Bourne.
That was a wonderful work rate for Mullahoran again.
Yeah, welcome to Crubeny here to our Northern Sound listeners, where the ladies, the Imperial Bar Ladies Senior Final is on their way. It's Mullahoran who are leading 3-1, and we have just over 11 minutes played here in Crubeny. Mullahoran have the ball yet again. They're dominating the middle of the field with Aisling and Mona Shorten. They're looking for runners coming off the shoulder. They've got support this time with Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne overcarries it. Referee Maggie Farley deems it to be overcarried, and it's going to be a free out to Lurgan. The opening score of the game came when Lurgan broke through with Catherine Dolan. She sent the ball over the bar on the second minute, leaving it 1-0. But since that, it's been 3 scores in a row for Mullahoran. Kate Smith got the first on the 4th minute, followed by Geraldine Shorten on the 8th minute, and then just as you came to us, Kerry Bourne, the wing half back, sent over a point to make it 3-1. We'll go through the two teams just very quickly for our Northern Sound listeners. Again, it's Evelyn Baugh in goals for Lurgan. The full back line is Emer Gilson and Sarah Nolte and Ciara Brady. Half back line is Amy Gaynor, the first of them, Lorna Lawless at centre half back, and Lyda McCabe wearing number 7. Lurgan are on the attack here. There could be a goal chance if they can get that ball inside. It's a shot from the wing half forward there, Edith Lynch, but it goes out to the left hand side of the goals and wide. In the middle of the field for Lurgan, it's Catherine Dolan and Amy Gaynor, number 2. The wing half forward then, it's Edith Lynch, who just had that shot. Captain at centre half forward is Clara Riley, and wearing number 12, it's Clara Lynch. Full forward line then is Laura Keoghan, Niamh Daly at 14 and Emer Corcoran at 15. For Mullahoran, it's Maeve Bullimore in goals. The full back line is Martha Mulvey, Julianne Shorten and Maria Moosey. The half back line then is Kerry Bourne, centre half back is Niamh O'Reilly, and wearing number 7 it's Melanie Moran Flood. In the middle of the field it's Aisling Shorten and captain Mona Shorten. Half forward line is Breda Smith, Louise Shorten and Ava Harton, and the full forward line is Sheila Riley, Geraldine Geraldine Shorten and Kate Smith. So it's 3 points to 1 in favour of Mullahoran. They're on the attack yet again. We might just stay with this one for our Northern Sound listeners, as midfielder captain Mona Shorten plays a hand pass, but it's intercepted by Lorgan. So as we head back to you, John, it's 3 points to 1 in favour of Mullahoran in the Imperial Bar Senior Championship final. So it's Lorgan who are on the attack again with the wing half forward Clara Lynch. Sorry for cutting you off there, Grania. When Northern Sound comes into my head, I have to go and talk to them. But it's Lorgan on the attack. Free being given. The advantage arm was up by referee Maggie Farrell, and it's again Katrina Dolan winning that free. About 40 yards out. It's not an easy free in these conditions. I suppose the rain changes the scoring zone so dramatically in this game here. Yeah,
definitely. You can see already all the points actually have come from players working it into 13 and getting their scores. It's a very heavy. There's a lot of girls slipping out there today. I think at the moment Mullahoran are doing very well working the ball up through the hands. Lurgan are going with the longer kicks into the forward line, which just don't seem to be working at the moment for them.
Yeah, have to agree with you. And the free from distance been taken by Clara O'Reilly, goes out to the left hand side of the goals and wide. That's 2 missed opportunities from frees for Lorgan in the early exchanges. I suppose maybe just adjusting to the conditions is what Lorgan need to do. But going to be a free in here for Lorgan. I'm not sure what that was for, but Clara O'Reilly has broken through. The referee's going to pull it back for taking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, they didn't kick it outside the 20.
So it has to go outside the 20 in the LGF. Okay,
yes, yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's slightly different from the men's game, that you have to start outside the 20, but you can go in and win possession. But it's going to be a free to Lorgan. I wouldn't say this is scoreable. It's going to be sent in around the house by the corner forward, Lara Kyogan. I know she has lots of distance on this one. Referee calls it as a square ball, and it's even though it was punched, it looked like it was punched over the bar. The referee had called a square ball against, I think it was Clara O'Reilly, and it's going to be a free kick for Mullahoran inside the square. But she had lots of distance on that, considering the last one.
Yeah, that was a fantastic kick actually, and having Clara in there is very dangerous. To get a couple more balls in there and get Clara into full forward line, Lurgan will start to look very dangerous up front.
Yeah, without a doubt. Mullahoran winning that kick out again, with, going short with a lot of the kick outs here. They're gathering possession, although a poor pass puts Breda Smith into trouble, and Lorgan looked like they turned it over, but then Mullahoran work exceptionally hard there again, middle of the field, turning over possession now with Aisling Shorten. Aisling now trying to drive forward. She's got a wee bit of space to run into. She's been well marshalled by the corner forward there, Emer Corcoran, but she sprays it out then towards Geraldine Shorten on the far side of the field, trying to keep it in before the end line. She was pushed in the back, Geraldine Shorten, by the corner back Ciara Brady. Going to be a free to Mullahoran. They go short with this one very quickly, sent back to Melanie Moore and Flood. She's going to take a right footed kick in towards the centre half forward position. Can it be gathered by the centre half forward? It is Louise Shorten on this one, gives it out to Breda Smith. I think it is back to Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne gets in a collision there. Lorgan come out with possession of the ball, and they're going to drive forward now from deep inside their own half. It's with midfielder Amy Gaynor. Amy Gaynor then playing the ball forward with the fist pass. She's got the wing half forward Edith Lynch, who left footed kicks it up into the left corner forward, all the way to the wing half forward, Clara Lynch, who's got inside. Oh, there's a great tackle by one of the Mullahoran defenders. It falls to the full forward, Niamh Daly. She's trying to get onto the right foot to get the shot away. She gets it away under pressure. That's a great score.
Absolutely fantastic score from Niamh Daly. Great work. Actually, when they went shorter there with their kicking, they worked it through the hands, and fantastic score. Went from midfield half forward to full forward. Absolutely fantastic. Very
true actually, and while Niamh Daly was under pressure, she had to get enough room to get that right foot free, and her first point off the game was one that Lorgan really needed. You'd have to say probably Mullahoran have had the majority of the possession so far.
Yeah, they have. They have worked and got most of the breaks, to be honest, off any of the kickouts.
Yeah, brave work by Eva Harton there to win a dirty ball for Mullahoran. She plays a little hand pass off then towards Breda Smith. Breda Smith falls to the ground. Oh, it does well to get back up and play a hand pass back out to Mona Shorten. Mona Shorten left footed, kicks it back to Eva Harton inside the 45. She's got full forward. Geraldine Shorten gets onto the right foot. Geraldine Shorten, she again slips. We've seen this an awful lot in the game so far. It's very slippery conditions, and if you don't take the first chance, if you try to turn, your footing goes.
Yeah, a lot of the girls out there today are slipping. I think the pitch is in good condition, but again, the rain is still coming down here. So very wet conditions for them.
Yeah, definitely so. Lorgan with possession of the ball. They're aiming it up then towards Clara Riley. She gathers brilliantly, hunker sliding. She rolls to the ground and gets back up on, kicks it with the right foot up to the wing half forward Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch now onto the inside. She's looking for a wee bit of movement. She plays a crossfield ball. It's going to be well read by Niamh Daly. Gets onto the right foot. Niamh Daly with a phenomenal score yet again. She's on fire. Mullahoran have to tighten up.
Yeah, it's another fantastic score. Great crossfield ball there. I think it was Clara, was it? Or
yeah, I think it was.
To Catherine Dolan. To midfield. That was absolutely fantastic work.
Brilliant score, and now it's 3 points apiece with 18 minutes played here. It's a very entertaining game, but Lorgan are starting to get to grips with Mullahoran's defensive structure as they send the ball. They win their own kick out again. I think they've won all of their kick outs so far, Mullahoran here, but they aim a ball towards Breda Smith. She was behind her player and she's caught out now this time, so it's going to be Lorgan who go on the attack. Free in from the 45 metre line for Lorgan. Going to be taken by Clara Riley straight in front of the goals. You'd imagine the distance is too much on a day like today, but you never know with Clara.
She's looking for a quick one, I think.
She definitely is as she looks for the run now. Catherine Dolan looks like has got inside onto the right foot, turns back onto the left foot. Has she got that left foot option to take the shot away? She plays a lovely hand pass out to Amy Gaynor, the midfielder. Left footed Gaynor puts Lorgan back in front for the second time in the game, 4 points to 3, and definitely you'd say Lorgan the last 3 minutes have really come into their milk.
Yes, the midfield now are starting to really contest. Amy, Gaynor and Catherine Dolan are really putting pressure on Mona and Aisling there in the centre, and they're building momentum from the midfield into the forward line, so it'll be interesting now the rest of the half.
It'll be very interesting, all right, to see can they drive forward? Can Mullahoran get another attack here? It's one in the middle of the field by Mona Shorten. She's got the support run out to her right hand side. It's with the wing half back now. I think Melanie Moran Flood back into Mona Shorten. Mona Shorten looking for the pass cross field. It doesn't work, and it seems like Lorgan have turned over possession yet again. Referee Maggie Farley gives a free to Lorgan on the 65 metre line. Sorry folks who don't know, we might be having a problem with our stream, so we're going to try and multitask here as Lorgan win that free in the middle of the field. They get it play on their way with midfielder Catherine Dolan. She plays it off to the corner back, Emer Gilsonen, and back in then towards that forward that's given all the trouble. Niamh Daly, oh what a ball by Daly. She's set through Clara O'Reilly. O'Reilly with the shot, O'Reilly with the goal. That's a brilliant score by Lorgan.
That is fantastic score. Great teamwork there. The ball came from Amy Gaynor into the half forward line to Niamh Daly, who gave an absolutely beautiful ball into Clara as she's running through from the 13 and the back of the net. That was a fantastic score.
Yeah, it really was. What a ball by Daly. That really made it. The movement by Clara O'Reilly was exceptional in fairness, but it was that pass put on the sixpence for her, and Clara O'Reilly didn't have to break stride at all. And now it's Lorgan who are in control. It's 1-4, plays 3 points, and Mullahoran need the next score, but it's Lorgan who have possession of the ball again. Coming through the middle, it's Catherine Dolan driving at the Mullahoran defence. She's got the advantage, gets on the right foot. Referee says no advantage has accrued, and it's going to be a free to Catherine Dolan. And definitely they've picked up the tempo, Lorgan, and Mullahoran just struggling a wee bit at this moment.
Yes, I think Mullahoran now aren't getting the breaks they're getting in the first 10 minutes, and Catherine Dolan especially is contesting and winning a lot of the dirty ball and the breaks around the midfield. So I think Mullahoran now need to build a bit of momentum from the back line. Yeah,
definitely do. Going to be a free by Clara O'Reilly, sent over the bar. Looks like there's a white flag coming for her. That's her second point of the game, but she's got that all-important goal. She makes it now 1 goal and 5 to Lorgan and 3 points to Mullahoran. Mullahoran haven't scored since the 11th minute, so they really need a response now. We've 22 minutes played here. Again, Mullahoran trying to get a wee bit of possession from their own kick out, but they're struggling. The ball goes out over that far sideline, and it's going to be line ball again to Lorgan. Mullahoran under pressure here. The referee says taken from the wrong spot. Going to go back and take it again.
The new rule this year, the ladies football, you can't kick it past the line. So she stepped past the line.
So and if she steps over the line,
exactly,
technically
it's meant to be a throw up,
yeah.
But I think they're letting her re-kick the ball.
She's been let take it again, alright. So it's going to be line ball to Lorgan, sent over there towards the fullback Sarah Nulty. She gives it back then towards the wing half forward Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch now taking a left footed kick pass in towards Clara O'Reilly in the right corner forward position. O'Reilly picked it up, being shadowed by Niamh O'Reilly. She takes it on to the right foot into a very tight angle, but she has the sense to try and go backwards, although she's surrounded by two Mullahoran players. She's such comfortable ball skills there that she manages to hold on to that. There's a lovely crossfield ball aiming for Edith Lynch, but it's well read by Breda Smith, and out come Mullahoran now trying to get a score. It's with the midfielder Aisling Shorten as she plays a quick hand pass forward towards Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne is fouled on the 45 metre line. She's got Mona Shorten out to her right hand side, and Mona Shorten picks it up now inside their own half of the field, the Mullahoran half of the field. She solos with the left foot, solos with the right foot, gives it, or almost threatens to give the ball, then holds it back, kicks it with the left foot in, but it's well read by the wing half back for Lorgan, Amy Gaynor, and she gets it forward in towards Clara Lynch. Clara Lynch kicks a long high ball up. Oh, the bounce is going to beat the sweeper and get towards Niamh Daly. Niamh Daly on the right foot from 35 yards, playing a crossfield ball out towards Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch breaks it down then towards Clara O'Reilly, dummy back towards Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch left footed, sends that ball over the bar. That's a great team score again by Lorgan, and they're just showing a wee bit more quality.
Yeah, I think the Lurgan backs now have got to grips with Mullahoran, and they're playing in front. Mullahoran no longer have the option of giving the small hand passes or the close hand passes and small kicks, so they're struggling a small bit to keep possession.
Yeah, they are indeed. And Mullahoran losing that kick out is a rarity, but it falls then towards Edith Lynch. She gets it onto the left foot again. She tries to play a hand pass in towards Niamh Daly. She's fouled by Julianne Shorten, and I don't even think I could argue with that one.
No.
Maggie Farley calls the free, and really Mullahoran are backs to the wall here. They need to come out fighting, but they're struggling to get that primary possession middle third of the field and get it past that middle third that Lorgan have got, you were saying.
Yeah, they're getting the girls back, but I think they're struggling now getting the girls forward and build momentum, having two or three attacking at the same time. It looks like there's one attacking most times and there's no support, so they need to work more as a team and break together. It's another great score or shot from Clara Riley on the 13.
Yeah, welcome back to our Northern Sound listeners who are just tuning in. Since you were last with us, it was Mullahoran who are leading 3 points to 1. It's been absolutely all Lorgan in the last 15 minutes. They've really taken control of the game. Now they lead 1 goal and 7 to 3 points. Mullahoran haven't scored since you were last with us here. The scoring started with Niamh Daly on the 16th minute, and she followed it up with another exceptional point on the 18th minute to make it a draw game. As I say, with 18 minutes gone, Amy Gaynor picked up a point then coming through from the middle of the field on the 19th minute, and then the all-important goal coming from centre half forward Clara O'Reilly. A lovely ball by Niamh Daly, put her in behind the Mullahoran defence, and O'Reilly made no mistake. She rammed the ball to the back of the net, making it 1 goal and 4 to 3 points. Lorgan did not take their foot off the pedal at that point. Clara O'Reilly converted a free a moment later. Edith Lynch added a point on the 24th minute, and another free just as you're coming to us from Clara O'Reilly has made it 1 goal and 7 to Lorgan, and Mullahoran 3 points. It's all Lorgan at this moment in time, and Mullahoran just cannot get enough of the ball in the middle third of the field. Conditions are absolutely terrible here. It's extremely wet. The rain hasn't stopped since we landed here in Crubany, and it's meant that the hand passing, the kick passing just wasn't of the highest order on the Mullahoran side coming out especially, but they're doing their damnedest to get back into this one. But it's Lorgan who have the lion's share of possession at this stage, and they definitely have a commanding lead here, leading by 7 points with 26 minutes gone here in the first half. It's Lorgan 1 goal and 7, it's Mullahoran 3 points. I didn't get that one, alright. I must put in for expenses on that umbrella. Alright, John, thanks very much. Yeah, so Clara O'Reilly sending that free to the left hand side of the goals and wide there, and Mullahoran would breathe a sigh of relief of that. 7 points. It's not an unassailable lead, and Mullahoran have been known to get goals, so they're going to need goals at this stage. You'd imagine, like it's still early in the game, but they're finding the pressure. They haven't got an awful amount of attacks. I make it 4 wides for Lorgan on top of the 8 scores that they've got. Mullahoran have only created a total of 6 scoring chances.
Yes, and they're struggling now to actually get the ball out of the back line. Kate Smith is at the 40 now, attacking.
Yeah,
she has support on her shoulder though.
Yeah, they're trying to get it, but the wing half back coming up there, it's Melanie Moore and Flood. She's got Kate Smith back inside, then Mona Shorten, the captain, drives. There's a good driving run by Mona Shorten. She gets by one player, plays a hand pass in towards Breda Smith. Breda Smith in the 13 pops it back out to Kate Smith. Kate Smith loses possession though. Ball falls to the ground, and Ciara Brady was the first one to pick that up, and out come Lorgan with the hand pass again. It's to Emer Gilson, and Gilson now taking the pass off then towards centre half forward Clara O'Reilly, giving it central then to the midfielder Catherine Dolan, looking for a wee bit of movement, but she's got space to run into. Dolan then takes it by one challenge, takes it onto the left foot, kick pass in to a danger area, but Mullahoran have read this one with, I think it's Sheila O'Reilly, and she kicks it up then towards the half forward line to Ava Harton. Ava Harton now looking for movement. She's got the support inside, she kicks it but wrong side of Aisling Shorten, or Geraldine Shorten, or it was Aisling Shorten, yeah, she fouled the full back Sarah Nolte as Mullahoran get ready to make a substitution here. Looking at the far side, as number 2 is coming off. Anyway, it's Martha Mulvey is coming off, and coming in for her is the number 22 Megan McKeough. Megan McKeough coming in for as I say, Martha Mulvey on the Mullahoran team. So it's Mullahoran now with possession of the ball. Still with possession of the ball. It's gone out over the sideline. Lorgan with possession. They had the free there, and it's gone out over the sideline. It's going to be a line ball to Mullahoran, to Aisling Shorten. Sent in then towards the centre half back position. It falls kindly to Mona Shorten. Off then to Aisling Shorten. Aisling with a quick hand pass, then back, plays a 1-2. Takes a big challenge from Clara O'Reilly. The referee actually gives the free against Aisling Shorten for a hand-off. I'll step out of this.
I'm a bit confused with that one.
Yeah, it didn't look to be much, but the ball is broken down again. Lorgan losing out possession. Mullahoran with wing half back there, Melanie Moore and Flood. She's got an awful lot of ball, in fairness to her, but it just didn't go her way that time. She loses out possession to the Lorgan defenders, are tackling hard. It's a long crossfield ball then towards the midfielder Amy Gaynor. Gaynor with a hand pass in then towards Catherine Dolan. They're driving forward. Referee says over carry, and I suppose maybe it's consistent there, because it looked something similar to what Aisling Shorten was pulled up for a couple of moments ago. So going to be a free to Mullahoran, but again their use of possession is putting them into trouble, as the ball has been battled for in the middle of the field. There's an arm being held by a Mullahoran player. One of the Lorgan players' arm was being held, and it's going to be a free to Lorgan on the 45-metre line. But it just looks like they can't get a foothold in this game at all, Mullahoran.
No, in the last about 10 minutes they're really struggling to keep possession and to pick out passes. I think they're getting back, but they're struggling to get forward. Lurgan now have 6 people behind the ball at all times, so they're playing nearly
2 sweepers almost, yeah.
2 sweepers, yeah. Mullahoran have 2 sweepers also, but I think Mullahoran are struggling more with the sweepers than Lurgan are.
It looks like Emer Corcoran holding a kind of a middle towards sweeper, and then they've another one operating between the half back line and the full back line. It's the centre half back, Lorna Lawless. So a free been taken by Clara, goes out to the left hand side of the goals and wide. That's the 4th wide from frees that Lorgan have hit in the first half. But they do have the most important stat is that they're leading by 7 points. It's 1 goal and 7 plays 3 points. We've got 31 minutes played, I make it here, in Crubany, but Lorgan have possession of the ball. Again, it's with Niamh Daly. She's had a phenomenal first half. She gets onto the right foot, has the shot from 25 yards out, sends it over the bar. So far she's definitely dragging or dragged Lorgan back into this game, and her shooting has been absolutely exemplary.
Yeah, she's a big threat in there. Any ball that goes into her, she's either supporting her player, giving a hand pass, or actually getting the score herself. So it's great work by Niamh Daly.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Makes a 1 goal and 8 to 3 points. Mullahoran have possession of the ball with Mona Shorten in the middle of the field. She plays it towards Ava Hart, and Ava then with a hand pass backwards towards the wing half back there, it's actually Kerry Bourne. Kerry Bourne loses out possession again as the referee blows the half-time whistle here. I suppose that last attack probably exemplified the problem that Mullahoran are having. They're just not getting past that half-forward line.
No, they're struggling with support. They can't get past that half forward line. What they done very well in the first 10 minutes, they have done the opposite. The last about 20 minutes, they're struggling to support each other. As I keep saying, they're getting back, but are struggling to get forward.
Yeah, definitely. So as we take a break here at half time, it's Mullahoran who are trailing 3 points to Mullahoran, 1 goal and 8 to Lurgan, and it's an uphill battle, you'd imagine, for Mullahoran in this second half. But stay with us here on wearecavan.com for second half coverage of the Imperial Bar Senior Championship final. It's going towards Lurgan so far, but it's not over yet.
In together. In the middle.
Welcome back, folks, to Crubeny for the Imperial Bar Senior Championship final between Mullahoran and Lurgan. It's Lurgan who are leading 1 goal and 8 to 3 points. They're attacking from left to right in this second half. And they have possession of the ball. It's going to take a big second half by Mullahoran to get themselves back into this one. First shot of the second half comes to the wing half forward there, Clara Lynch. It goes out to the left hand side of the goals and wide. And again, it's just maybe that experience. While it's a young Lurgan team, it's still the experience of having played in 2 and maybe 3 county finals.
Yeah, the experience to know what it takes to just get over the line, and especially days like this where the rain here has got even heavier and players are slipping more. So yeah,
It's difficult. It's Lorgan on the attack again. It's Edith Lynch taking a shot on the left foot from 20 metres out. She makes no mistake. Edith Lynch opening up a 9-point gap, and Mullahoran now haven't scored since the 11th minute of the first half. They're really under the cosh. Making it 1-9 to Lorgan.
Oh, bad
the
kick out
half.
there. Lurgan win possession.
Goal chance, but it's going to be gathered by the goalkeeper here. The Mullahoran goalkeeper, Maeve Bullimore. As her kick out though her kick is sent then towards Clara O'Reilly. Shot then falls, comes off the post, very close, almost in off the left hand post, almost for a goal for Lorgan, but it falls to the Mullahoran defenders here. Mullahoran now driving forward, looking for support, trying to get that ball out past their own half back line. A long kick pass, but that's the problem in itself, that every time they kick the ball up towards the half forward line, it's that extra body for Lorgan around that middle third, and it seems to cause problems. So they need to really work it through that middle third before they kick it in. But they've turned over possession again here with Mona Shorten. She's looking left footed to kick it in towards full forward Geraldine. Though, the hand comes in. That's a good dispossession by Amy Gaynor. It falls then towards I think it was the Lorgan full back Nulty, I'm not just sure, but a loose ball there sliding in. It's going to be a free to Mullahoran there. Wing half back being fouled was Melanie Moran Flood, and it was a sliding tackle in there by, was it midfielder Amy Gaynor, or is it Catherine?
I think it's Catherine
Dolan.
I don't think it was anything too dangerous. She went with her hands actually, not her feet. But Melanie looks like she's in a bit of pain with her knee.
She does indeed, yeah. Thanks, folks, for letting us know where you're listening in around the world. I was trying to catch up with a few of them on Twitter and on Facebook or WhatsApp. So hopefully everything is working properly, or you're hearing us loud and clear. I think Stephen Tormey is listening in down in Sydney. So hope you're enjoying.
Stephen was the PRO for Cavan for a number of years. Great supporter of the Cavan ladies and of Knockbride. And
a big loss.
Yes,
a big loss to the Cavan LGFA, Stephen, and look at hopefully you're getting the view on the game a little bit better than you were in the first half. We're doing our best here. Looks like Melanie Flood is back up on her feet, receiving a wee bit of attention. She's going to have the free in the middle of the field when she resumes play. The referee's not going to be speaking with Catherine Dolan. She's just going to make sure that Melanie Moran Flood is okay. This break and play probably doesn't suit Mullahoran. They need the momentum. They need to continue, or to try to get a wee bit of momentum into this game, because as I said, from the first, you were pointing out, Grania, the first 4, 5, 6 minutes, Mullahoran looked like they had the lion's share of possession, but they ran out of steam very quickly.
Yeah, and now they're trying to kick long balls into the forward line. It's just not working for them with the sweeper system that Lurgan have in place.
Yeah. Lurgan very well organised. Management team is Finian Farrell again. I think this would be his third in a row. He's been involved every year. John Mulvaney, I think maybe the first 2 years. Brian Donoghue has stepped in with him as well. You have Bridget O'Dwyer, Oliver O'Dwyer, Paul Corcoran and Alan Tracy. I think Alan Tracy is doing the strength and conditioning for Lurgan ladies, yes, which is maybe causing conflict in some way.
I'm not going to comment.
Maybe I'm wrong. He had an affiliation with Mullahoran at one point.
I
think he still does, doesn't he?
Has affiliation, all right.
He's doing too good of a job now. He could be in the doghouse for a while. Melanie has regained to her feet. She's got back up. They look like they wanted to take her off, but she seems a bit of a warrior. She doesn't want to come off at all. So credit to Melanie Moore and Flood. as the free is going to be taken by Mona Shorten in the middle of the field. She's going to go route one in towards the square, aiming for Aisling, but the ball was broken down in towards corner forward Emer Corcoran, and again it's that extra body. They really need to make the sweeper work, not kick the ball down their throat. But Lurgan have possession of the ball and they're driving forward yet again. They're looking for movement inside. It looks like corner forward there, Lara Kyogan has picked up possession. There was a collision off the ball. It was accidental, I think, by the looks of it, but I don't think there was any malice involved in it, but it was Clara O'Reilly colliding with Niamh O'Reilly, and I think it was heads. The referee has the arm up, but I'm not sure. Now, to me it just looked like the two players turned at the wrong time into each other from what I could see, but I had my eye on the ball more than on the two players, so it'll be interesting to see the referee's interpretation of this one as the two players are down receiving a wee bit of attention. Clara O'Reilly's back up on her feet anyway. She's limping a wee bit. Looks like she's carrying the right leg. Niamh O'Reilly is receiving a wee bit of attention for a facial injury, it looks like.
She looks like she's a bloody nose, actually.
Yeah, it looks like there's blood. So she's going to have to come off, but it's going to be a free to Lurgan, given in, even though the shot was taken. Again, there's a blood sub, coming on the Mullahoran team. These little calls, while they're not having a big effect on the game, when you're losing a game, you're looking for every little thing to go your way, and the shot was been taken after. I'm not sure, maybe there was a foul, but the Mullahoran players will feel a little bit aggrieved on it. It's a battle though for that ball inside. It could be a goal chance for Catherine Dolan, but she opts to fist it over the bar, and maybe that's, if you were being really clinical or critical, that was a definite goal chance.
Yes, she was straight in for a goal. Maybe the smart thing, there was 2 players on the line, 3 players on the line. The smart thing was to actually fist it over the bar and take her points, especially at this stage where they are 1-7 up now at this stage.
Yeah, we've got 8 minutes played, but there was a long stoppage down for the injury to Melanie Moore-Flood as Lurgan win that kick out again, and they're going on the attack. They're trying to get inside the D with midfielder Catherine Dolan. She plays it back to Edith Lynch, has the shot from 20 yards out. Edith Lynch drops it into the back of the net. The Mullahoran goalkeeper just couldn't get off the ground, and it's a goal by Edith Lynch, really just compounding the pressure on Mullahoran, making it 2-10 to 3 points.
Yeah, it was a fantastic goal. There wasn't much pressure, just dipped in under the bar, but there wasn't much pressure from Mullahoran on that kick.
No, there wasn't. All right, it feels almost like Mullahoran, the wind has gone completely out of them. They just don't seem to be playing to their potential here. See if they can get themselves back into this game. 2-10 to Lurgan, 3 points to Mullahoran. Mullahoran haven't scored since the 11th minute. Lurgan now, or Mullahoran with that ball into the full forward line, aiming for the full forward Geraldine Shorten. She's got that possession again. It's the 2 players surrounding her. The referee says no free for Shorten as she goes to ground. The referee finally gives the free into Mullahoran on the 20 metre line, almost 5 yards, I'd say, in from the far sideline. So a difficult free. Out to come to take this one is Aisling Shorten. She's going to take it with the right foot, so she'd look for somebody short, you'd imagine, or send it in around the square, but ball has to be in the square first from the dead ball here. It's a long, high, lobbing ball in. It's going to have all the distance. That's a great score.
Fantastic score.
Right foot from a very tight angle. A really good score. That's the sort of score that Mullahoran need.
Yes, this could be the turn of the game now. You can see the girls on the pitch talking to each other, trying to organise. Hopefully that'll be the start of Mullahoran energy.
Yeah, fingers crossed for them. They've won this ball again in the middle of the field now with Mona Shorten, and Mona's looking for a wee bit of support. She's got it inside then towards her sister Aisling Shorten, and Aisling is trying to get onto the right foot to get the shot away. She's been well marshalled, in fairness, by Nulty. She's got the advantage arm up. The referee says there's no advantage. She's going to come back for the free, and that's a little bit more like it from Mullahoran.
Yeah, I mean, Mullahoran need to use their strength and run at Lurgan, and like Aisling just done right there. Get their frees and take their points.
Yeah, definitely. The rain is starting to pick up a wee bit here. We're under a wee bit of a canopy here, but there's leaks falling around us as Kate Smith sends that ball over the bar. She makes it now 5 points to 2 goals and 10. That's 2 points in the last minute for Mullahoran. They needed those scores and they need more of them. So kick out going to be taken here for Mullahoran, or for Lorgan, sorry. It's a goalkeeper Evelyn Baugh seeing a long, lovely high ball out towards the middle of the field. It's a battle for this one. Clara Riley looks like she's going to win that battle. She's got away from the Mullahoran defence. Catherine Dolan driving through. She's got a runner off to the left hand side. She turns on, gets on the inside. Oh, brilliant tackle back by centre half forward Louise Shorten, and Mullahoran win that possession with the wing half back Kerry Bourne. Kerry now looking for a wee bit of movement out. She gets the hand pass out then towards Sheila Riley. Sheila with a quick hand pass forward gets the 1-2 approaching the 45 metre line. She's looking for movement, soloing with the left foot. She plays a lob and hand pass out then towards the substitute that came on there. That's the number 20, who is Bernadine Brady, but she almost loses possession and falls towards Breda Smith and popping it in then towards corner forward position where Ava Harton has picked up possession. There's a Mullahoran player down in the full forward position. It is the full forward Geraldine Shorten, but not just quite sure what happened as Mullahoran win the free just out on that 45 metre line. Yeah, it's going to be Kate Smith going to have a go at this one.
That was fantastic tracking there by Louise Sheridan, actually the whole way to the full back line. And then Sheila O'Reilly working it out 1-2.
Yeah, thanks John, and to our Northern Sound listeners. It's only got better for Lorgan really as the second half started. Edith Lynch sent over a point for Lorgan to make it 1-9 to 3 points. A point then from midfielder Catherine Dolan increased the lead for Lorgan, and then a goal from Edith Lynch. She lobbed the ball over the Mullahoran goalkeeper from about 20 yards out, made it 2 goals and 10 to 3 points. Mullahoran since that have come back with a wee bit of a fight in them. Ashton Shorten sent over a free, a really magnificent free in terrible conditions here. It was on the 20 metre line, almost on the far sideline with the right foot from the right hand side of the field. She sent it over the bar, a really difficult free. It seemed to energise Mullahoran a wee bit as Kate Smith then sent over a free just 2 minutes later, reducing the gap down, but it's still all Lorgan here so far. They lead by 11 points. It's 2 goals and 10 to Lorgan. Mullahoran 5 points. We've got just over 13 minutes played here in the second half of the Imperial Bar Senior Championship final. It's advantage Lorgan, but Mullahoran won't give up. Yeah, so still down, receiving a wee bit of attention there, Grania. I don't know, it potentially was just going over on the ankle or something, but it would be a big blow to Mullahoran's chances of getting back in, because Geraldine Shorten is always good for a goal. Yeah,
Geraldine is the key kind of player in there that they're trying to look for at all the long balls, so it would be a big blow for Mullahoran if she was. It does look like it's her ankle.
Yeah, it does. In fairness to her, she's not going to give in easy or go off easy, but she might have to just take the advice. Although you see the fog of spray, that's always a sign of somebody that wants to stay on. The magic spray. The magic spray, yeah. It replaced the magic sponge from years ago when I used to play, but I don't think that the sponge ever worked for me. The spray might have a wee bit more luck, but it still couldn't make you a good footballer when you were a bad one, unfortunately, was my problem. It's going to be a free though to Mullahoran when play resumes. Is out to the right hand side of the field on the 45 metre line as the rain just belts down here. Have to say there is a really good crowd. There's at least maybe 250 people here, and they're getting drenched in some cases as the ball is sent in towards the square. It's a lob and high ball, but again Lorgan deal with it brilliantly. That's the experience of county champions as they send that ball out then towards the wing half back position. It's been gathered by midfielder Amy Gaynor, who plays it back in a long kick pass in towards the space. Now it's a race for this one. It's with the wing half back Kerry Bourne. She does very well. Unlucky the ball falls to Edith Lynch. This time Edith Lynch gets onto the ball second time, and she was deemed to have fouled there the Mullahoran player, and it's going to be a free to Mullahoran. Not sure what that was for.
I think that was a similar one to Ashing in the first half, a handoff.
Right,
I think Maggie's been quite consistent with something she's focusing on.
Well, in fairness to Maggie, the one thing you can always say is that there's no bias in her. She always does it as fair as she possibly can, and she has been consistent with the handoff, with the player in possession of the ball, pushing that hand away. It's third or fourth time we've seen her blow that in the game so far. Substitution on the Mullahoran team. The wing half forward there, Breda Smith, is going to be replaced by I just can't see the number. Is a 17. Eve Brady is coming in, thanks for that. So Breda Smith has run the course of this game as Mullahoran management try desperately to make the changes to get their girls back into the game. 2 goals and 10 to Lorgan, 5 points to Mullahoran as Mullahoran have possession of the ball. Outcome with that ball is Mona Shorten on the 45 metre line. She's driving at the Lorgan defence, gets on the inside now. There's 1-on-1 inside, or 2-on-2 as the high ball is sent in towards Geraldine, but you could see that ball, she just didn't move clearly for it. She's holding that leg, and while she's battling brave to stay on the field, she's definitely not got the freedom of movement.
No, and with Lurgan, their defence and their tackling, their marking is so tight that they're not giving her anything.
No, they're definitely not. There's a great tackle by Aisling Shorten there to dispossess Lorgan as they drive forward, and up the supporter now is Sheila Riley. She goes crossfield with that ball to Kerry Bourne, and Kerry Bourne has got the option out in the sideline here. It's the number 17, Eva Brady. Eve looking with the left footed, she kicks it up towards Kate Smith. Kate Smith in the 1-on-1 here now with the wing half back, Lyda McCabe. She gets a good tackle in, ball falls to the ground. Kate Smith picks it up, second time of asking, takes a solo on the right foot. She's looking for the dummy again. It's those slippy conditions. She falls to the ground, manages to maintain possession as she sends it back towards Kerry Bourne, and Kerry Bourne then into the midfield, into the centre of the field, but the ball was trickling along the ground, and Bernadine Brady loses out to possession there, and it's sent forward by Lorgan towards Clara O'Reilly. A lovely catch by Clara O'Reilly inside the 45 metre line, looks for a wee bit of movement. She's got Dolan into the left hand side, and oh, what a ball by Dolan, setting away Amy Gaynor. Niamh Daly's actually the one going to come out and pick this one up. She's under pressure from Niamh O'Reilly, pushing it back, the referee says, and going to be a free in for Niamh Daly. She's been a little bit quieter in the second half, but she's probably in line for a player of the match so far. I'd say Niamh Daly, her scores have been instrumental.
Yes, they've come at key times, especially I think she got the second score, and at that point then it kind of turned the game. Niamh has been instrumental in Lurgan's, I suppose, even the momentum that they've built over the last half an hour. Yeah,
short kick out by Lorgan now. It's going to be sent in by Dolan again. I think it is playing back out towards the midfield part. Or sorry, Clara O'Reilly has the shot from 35 yards out, comes off the upright, off the post, and it's going to be Mullahoran looking to get first to this breaking ball. Second ball that's come off the post for Lorgan in this second half, as Mullahoran though don't use that possession well, and it's picked up again by wing half forward Edith Lynch, who too has had a very, very good game. She plays as central to Clara O'Reilly, outside of the right boot, puts it out to the left hand side of the goals. Is with Dolan now, driving by one player, trying to get by the second. Back comes Mullahoran, gives it to Niamh Daly on the right foot. Daly going to drop this one short into the keeper's hands. Is actually Julianne Shorten gathers that one. She puts the boot to it, and it gets out to the 45 or short of the 45 metre line, but it looks like it's Lorgan who have picked this one up with Niamh Daly yet again. A wee push in the back is let go as she kicks it with the right foot off towards Edith Lynch. Edith Lynch then looking for a wee bit of support. Daly provides that support. It's a late challenge, or a loose challenge, by one of the Mullahoran players. Maggie Farley blows the whistle. It's going to be a free to Lorgan, about 39 metres out from the goal, straight in front of the goal. It's a difficult free, but Clara Riley is an expert free taker. As the rain just beats down, it literally hasn't stopped here. You have to give credit, scoring 2 goals in 10 in those sort of conditions, and the game's not fully over here yet at all. It's what have we got? We have 19 minutes played here, so there's still more scores to come, you'd imagine. Right footed kick, Clara O'Reilly sends that one straight over the bar. That's a brilliant score by Clara O'Reilly. I think she's got 1-3 to her name so far in the game, and she's I suppose just steadied the ship a wee bit there after 2 points from Mullahoran. So 2 goals in 11 to Lorgan, 5 points to Mullahoran. Mullahoran going short with the kick out. Sheila Riley getting that one. She plays a wee hand pass forward. Oh, there's a loose kick pass by wing half back Kerry. It's well done by the number 20 there, Bernadine Brady. She picks it up and sends it forward then to Aisling Shorten. Aisling Shorten now on the left hand side of the goals, trying to cut in. The Lorgan defence has converged around her. She's carried that ball into the crowded area, and she's looking for a wee bit of support. She plays a right footed kick pass along the ground to the wing half forward there, Ava Harton, breaking through. Goal chance for Mullahoran. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper there, Evelyn Baugh. Denied a certain goal. It was going down into the bottom left corner. She had this step real quick across, and just one of those days.
It was a fantastic save by Evelyn.
Yeah, you couldn't just.
She was in. That was a guaranteed goal. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it really was, and those are the sort of things that need to be going your way. You know, that needed to go into the back of the net from Mullahoran to get themselves back into the game. Loose with possession of the ball there. Niamh Riley kicks it away. Niamh O'Reilly, and it's going to be Lorgan back with possession of the ball with Catherine Dolan. Catherine Dolan now right footed, kicks it in towards the corner forward. Under pressure, there's good tackling. Julianne Shorten coming out with the ball. She was helped by the wing half back Kerry Bourne, but the kick pass by Julianne, it goes straight to a Lorgan Lorgan player out in the middle of the field, and Lorgan have possession of the ball again. They're sending it in towards corner forward Lara Keoghan. Left footed, she solos on the 45 metre line. A good block down there by Kerry Bourne, and she turns over possession for Mullahoran yet again. Trying to play the hand pass back to Niamh O'Reilly. She's fouled by the Lorgan tacklers, and it's going to be a free to Mullahoran on the 45 metre line. Going to be a wee break and play as one of the Lorgan players receives a wee bit of attention. The rain's beaten down. It's getting in all over the place here. We're doing very well to keep this whole stream going. So hope you're enjoying it here in Crubeny as Emmett Fitzsimons is delighted. His woman is going to pick up. Looks like he's going to pick up another senior championship medal with an expert bit of shooting in the full forward line there. Niamh Daly has been phenomenal. Going to be a free when it resumes, I think, to Mullahoran. It's going to be taken by Mona Shorten. They trailed 2 goals and 11 to 5 points here in the Imperial Bar Senior Championship Final for 2017. Carol Kiernan's on the mic again. There's an obstruction going on somewhere, but it's not on the field, it's a car. She's going to make sure that that's cleared as I can't see which player it is that's actually down. Is it Clara? It is Clara O'Reilly who's down, but she's back up again, and she's getting ready to get on ball, or try to get on ball, but she has to take it from the Mullahoran girls first. Mona Shorten with the free inside her own 45 metre line. Right footed, she's going to kick it up towards it's a high ball aim, and I think for Aisling Shorten, and Aisling breaks it down. It falls then towards Eva Brady, but it's the Lorgan girls who picked that up with wing half back Amy Rooney. Rooney then plays it off towards her namesake Amy Rooney, and then a right footed kick pass by Clara O'Reilly. Looks for the ball in behind the fence. Looks like Niamh Daly is getting in. What a ball by Clara O'Reilly. She's got the player into the right hand side, turns onto the right foot from 13 metres, has the shot, has the score. What a ball by Clara O'Reilly.
Fantastic ball. Niamh was in there. If the ball had just bounced up to her, it could have been in for another goal. And that was great work by Lorgan.
Lorgan, the big players really have stood up today though and made a difference. Catherine Dolan, Clara O'Reilly, Niamh Daly, the ones you pointed out before the game.
But I think all of them, their system with their sweeper is just they've come to grips with it and they're embracing it. They have 2 girls behind the ball every time and are winning every ball.
Yeah,
but they're also keeping possession. They're not losing any ball now.
Yeah, you're dead right. As Mullahoran struggle just get the ball past that middle third of the field. And interesting enough, it's funny, Mullahoran beat Lorgan in the group stages of this competition, but the final and the group stages are 2 different occasions, and maybe the occasion has just shocked Mullahoran girls that they haven't been used to playing in the county final. Lorgan, as I said earlier on, they're going for their 3rd win in a row, and I think it's their 5th final in a row.
Yeah. They have, I think they've been in 9 out of 10 of the last finals, so the experience there.
Phenomenal stuff by Lorgan.
You can see it on the pitch today.
Yeah, you can indeed. A breaking ball there. Again, the break's just falling towards Lorgan at every opportunity. Edith Lynch sending the ball in towards Niamh Daly. She's in a race with Niamh O'Reilly for this one. O'Reilly plays it soccer style out into a wee bit of space, gets it picked up, and she'll be delighted to have that ball, because when Niamh Daly has it, she's causing problems. So, little bit of a late or a tackle, fouled by Niamh Daly, but Niamh Daly's the player who has gone down. I think there was just maybe a wee push after the whistle had been blown, but it's going to be the referee's going to have a word with Niamh O'Reilly, is it?
I think there was a small handoff just as the referee blew the whistle, but I don't think there was anything malicious in it. No, I don't think so, as Niamh Daly is back on her feet straight away. Lorgan look like they're making a substitution. The number 20, is it coming on there for 13? It looks like that's Aoife Brady coming on for Lara Keoghan. Laura actually had a great game. In corner forward.
The ball's going to be thrown up for the handoff. It's going to be Clara O'Reilly in with Mona Shorten for this one. The 2 captains going up as Maggie Farley gets ready to throw it in. A wee bit of a shoulder there as Clara, just the extra height, the reach. She gathers that ball over Mona Shorten's head and plays a right-footed kick pass then towards Emer Corcoran, but Corcoran doesn't gather the ball, and Mullahoran have possession now with Sheila Riley, looking for a wee bit of movement. Right-footed kick passed up by Mullahoran, just goes out over the sideline here, and I feel sorry for the Mullahoran girls, because I know that they're better than this. They're just not performing to their potential today.
Yeah, I think they're working really hard. You can see individually they're working really hard, but they've lost their shape on the pitch. And when they're coming out the back line and trying to build a bit of momentum, there's
interesting there, the line ball you were talking about. She took the line ball from inside the line and then kicked it over the sideline there by Edith Lynch, the wing half forward. Maybe just spoilt for choice as Mullahoran, but then the line ball is taken by Mullahoran again. It's over the sideline, but it's sent up towards Kate Smith. Kate Smith looking to from 3 Lorgan players, and as you say, it's just the individual battle she's doing rightly. It's the extra support though that Lorgan have seems to just stifle Mullahoran at every opportunity, and again it's Dolan has the ball for Lorgan. She plays a hand pass forward towards Clara O'Reilly, and then off then towards the number 20 that came in, that's Aoife Brady. Aoife Brady trying to get onto the left foot, gives it to Niamh Daly with the right footed shot from the outside the 20 metre line. Again, give her that ball in the scoring zone and it's nearly a guaranteed point. 5 points for Niamh Daly at full forward. Niamh Daly is a player though that she has played county in the past. She wouldn't be too old to be back in, would she?
Too old?
Not close to it.
No, not close.
She's younger than you, and you're definitely going to be back in this, from what I'm hearing.
I don't know.
Lorgan are on the attack yet again. Daly with the ball, 30 metres out, right foot again over the bar. That's 3 points in a row for Niamh Daly. She's really putting on an exhibition here.
Yeah, she's on fire. Get the ball to Niamh and it's going over. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, 2 points in a minute there, or 3 points in 4. It's a phenomenal return. Substitution, is it on the Lorgan team? I think the number 7 is being replaced, but who's coming in? 19, would it be? Yeah, 19. Michaela Doonan is coming in on the Lorgan team for the number 7. So that's the number 19 for 7 on the Lorgan team, as they lead now 2 goals and 14 points to 5 points. It's a free to Mullahoran on their own 45 metre line just outside. It's played then towards midfielder Aisling Shorten, who tries to play it off then towards the wing half, or the number 20 Bernadine Brady, but the handling let her down a wee bit, and off go Lorgan on the attack. There could be a goal chance in here. The substitutes that just came on there, Aoife Brady getting onto the left foot, having the shot, sending it over the bar, and Lorgan are in complete control now. 2 goals and 15 points to 5 points. It's 16 point margin here for Lorgan. There's no real way back for Mullahoran.
No, I don't think so. Lorgan look very cool and composed now at this stage on every ball that they have possession. Oh, short kick out there. Yeah,
it's been caught by Lorgan. They're coming driving through. Oh, good tackle by Mona Shorten. Just denied what would have been a certain goal chance for Amy Gaynor, and it's going to be Mullahoran to win a free on their 20 metre line, as we have 28 minutes played here in the second half. It's Mullahoran trailing 5 points to 2 goals and 15. It's a 16 point margin here for Lorgan, as Mullahoran have possession of the ball, trying to get it forward. And right footed kick pass sent up towards Bernadine Brady. Ball slips through her hands, but she gathers it. Second time of asking. Right footed kick pass, she's aiming for Katie Smith. Kate then picks it up on the far sideline outside the 45 metre line. She's trying to take on her player, getting on the inside. Second Lorgan player comes in to stop the advances of Smith as she goes left footed this time. Another Lorgan player again coming in. She aims it towards Shorten. Again, it's that slippy surface. Mullahoran just couldn't turn as midfielder Aisling Shorten gets on the inside. Lorgan at the numbers back here, plays it off then towards Kate Smith. Kate popping it in then to the wing half forward. Harton back to Shorten on the right foot, driving through, left footed this time. Looks like she was fouled. The referee says yeah. I'd have to agree that was a definite penalty, and that's just what Mullahoran needed, but maybe 25 minutes too late.
Yeah, Ashton, was great work by Ashley Sheridan there. She really took ownership. She gave the 1-2, and I thought actually the call might have come a bit earlier. Thought there was a free there a couple of seconds before that, but great work by Ashley.
Yeah, definitely so. As the 30th minute, we've just entered into the 30th minute here. It's a penalty from Mullahoran. They're trailing by 16 points. 2-15 to Lorgan, 5 points to Mullahoran. Going to step up and have a pot at this one is Geraldine Shorten, full forward from Mullahoran, facing Evelyn Baugh. Shorten right footed. It's actually going to be taken by Harton, by the wing half forward Ava Harton. So again, She looks like she's going to kick this one with the right foot down to her left hand side. Maggie Farley blows the whistle. It's taken and sent to the back of the net. That's a goal for Ava Harton, making it 1 goal and 5 to 2 goals and 15. Brings it back now to a 13-point game. We have 30 minutes played here in the second half, folks. Kick out by Lorgan, sent out. It's gathered by midfielder. There's a substitution on the Lorgan team. Emer Gilson is gone off. Just looking to see who's come on as Lorgan has possession. We'll try and gather that as we can get to it. But Lorgan have the ball again. A lovely kick pass in. Puts Aoife Brady in on the inside. It falls to Niamh Daly. She's going to have a go with this one. Oh, that's just a class score by Niamh Daly. What a performance at full forward. That's 6 points, all coming from open play, 3 in each half. Niamh Daly really stepping up for Lorgan. That's a brilliant way to finish, and maybe not finish, but you'd imagine to be close to it.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot and score by Niamh Daly. She's really short kick out again.
Oh, and again it's breaking through to one player. You don't want Clara Riley with the shot, with the goal. Centre half forward Clara Riley with her second goal of the game, and it's really just compounding the misery on Mullahoran here as Clara Riley makes it 3 goals and 16. The substitution on the Lorgan team, the number 17 has come in. We're going to try and have a go at this one. The Irish isn't good. It's Tara Ní Mornock, I think, or Mornock. She's coming on for Emer Gilson, and apologies if I got that pronunciation wrong. I'm definitely no Micheál O'Meara Hurtig. As Lorgan win that free again in the middle of the field. Looks like another substitution, this time on the Mullahoran team. The number 5 wing half back Kerry Bourne is going to be replaced. I'm not sure exactly who's gone on there. We'll try and keep an eye on that. I see 18 is on anyway. It could be Ava Brady. As Lorgan win possession of the ball again, driving down, bearing down on the Mullahoran goal. A little hand pass in then towards Aoife Brady, left footed. Aoife Brady has the shot, goes out to the right hand side of the goals and wide. And actually interesting enough, Grania, that's only their second wide of the second half. They've hit the post twice, but it shows how economical Lorgan are in front of goal.
Yeah, they've been very smart with their possession. They're working it around from one side to side. They have all match to keep possession before they take their shot. So
yeah, Mullahoran winning that short kick out there with Mona Shorten. She wins a free. She sends it out to her left hand side to Eva Brady. Brady now soloing with the left foot, pops it up, looking for midfielder Aisling Shorten, and Shorten now trying to drive through again, straight at the Lorgan defence. We hand off there to get a wee bit of room. She pops it out to her right hand side. She was aiming for the number 22 Megan McGeough, but it's going to be a free to Mullahoran. Kate Smith has this one. She's looking for somebody on the square. Geraldine Shorten is on that square, but Aisling Shorten's going to have a pot at this one from about 35 yards out, pretty much straight in front of the goals, but going to be a free for Mullahoran. I make it 33 minutes played here, but remember we had that big stoppage at the start of the second half. As Shorten sends this one in towards the square, it's going to drop short and easily gathered by the Lorgan defence, and they're going to break out. Have they got the counter-attacking game? No, a lovely kick pass finds Edith Lynch, although it's well read by Sheila Riley, and out come Mullahoran now with possession of the ball from the middle of the field. A quick 1-2 between Riley and Shorten, and Riley gets back in. Good tackle though by Lorgan here. Look like they've turned over possession with the wing half back again. I think that's Amy Gaynor looking for a right footed kick pass up into the space. She's aiming for Aoife Brady. She's in a battle for this one as Aoife Brady goes for that possession of the ball in the middle of the field. It's Lorgan who still have that ball aiming for Daly again. Daly gathering the ball, runner coming off the shoulders to midfielder Dolan with the right foot, Dolan with the goal. A brilliant score again. Niamh Daly instrumental in it, but what a finish by Dolan, making it 4 goals and 16 to 1-5, and that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, great work by Lurgan there from the half back line. They're very smart with their possession.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's what had the main reason for today. Their possession, they never gave the ball away. Their hand passing has been good.
Yeah, definitely just better use of the ball in very difficult conditions has stood to Lorgan as they make a substitution here. The number 10 Edith Lynch is going off. Was it the 21 that's come on this time? Aoife Dent. Looks like she's on the field anyway there for Lorgan. Kick out for Mullahoran again, aiming from Mona Shorten, and Mona Shorten has support out to her left hand side. It's the number 17 Aoife Brady, as Brady now gives it back towards Mona Shorten. Mona Shorten trying to take on her player, getting on to the outside. Oh, it's a line ball to Mullahoran. Maybe that's a wee bit fortunate. Looked like it might have come off Mona, but it's going to be a line ball for Mullahoran. 30, what have we got played at this stage? 34 minutes played here as the long ball is sent in, looking for Aoife Shorten, but it's broken down, and the numbers just seem to be always to Lurgan's advantage for every ball as they send it forward towards Clara O'Reilly. Clara O'Reilly now soloing with the right foot, looking for a wee bit of support. She gets by. Oh, there's a great challenge by Sheila O'Reilly. Sheila O'Reilly now turning over the ball from Mullahoran, sending it up towards Kate Smith, but the wrong side of Kate Smith, so it's going to be picked up by the Lurgan defence, and Lurgan now trying to get another score. They're leading 4 goals and 16 to 1 goal and 5. We've got 35 minutes played here in the second half. Yeah, so welcome back to Crubedy, to our Northern Sound listeners, as Lurgan go on the attack yet again. It's with Niamh Daly. She's got support runner out to her right hand side. The shot's going to be taken by the number 18 Roisin Greeny, and she sends it over the bar, making it now a very convincing 4 goals and 17 points to Lurgan, 1 goal and 5 to Mullahoran. I think when you were last with us it was 2 goals and 10 to 3 points. Mullahoran answered with 2 points coming from Aisling Shorten and Kate Smith. Then it was all Lurgan for the next few minutes, for the next 12 minutes in fact. Clara O'Reilly with a point, Niamh Daly with 3 points in a row, and Aoife Brady with another point on the 28th minute made it 2 goals and 15 points to 5 points. Mullahoran responded with a penalty as Aisling Shorten was fouled inside the Lurgan penalty area. It was converted by Eva Harton, making it 1 goal and 5 to 2 goals and 15, but then Lurgan come back yet again. Player of the match probably, by my estimation anyway, Niamh Daly answered with another point. A goal chance set up by Niamh Daly put Clara O'Reilly through to make it 3 goals and 16 to 1 goal and 5, and then Catherine Dolan breaking through on the 34th minute, again set up by Daly, made it 4 goals and 16 to 1 goal and 5. The last score of the game there coming from the number 17, I think it was, or sorry, not sure who it was actually. It was Roisin Greeny who got that last score for Lurgan, but Lurgan are on the attack yet again. Aoife Brady trying to get on the inside. She was fouled there as she tried to break through. She broke the tackle, stuck it over the bar, but there was no advantage, so the referee's going to come back for the free. But it looks like Lurgan are going to make it 3 senior championship titles in a row here in Cavan. They're going to lift the Michelle Keating Cup for the 3rd year in a row. It's their 9th final in 10 years, I've been told here by Grania Midlade. A phenomenal achievement for Finian Farrell and the Lurgan management, Brian Donoghue and an awful lot more with them, but they've been convincing, they've been ruthless, and they are going to lift the Michelle Keating Cup for 2017. It's currently, and it's not over, 4 goals and 17, sorry, get that right, it's 4 goals and 18 as Clara O'Reilly sends that free over the bar to Lurgan. 1 goal and 5 to Mullahoran. Lurgan are on their way to a 3rd title in a row here in Cavan. The full-time whistle just goes here in Crubeny. It is Lurgan who have picked up the Michelle Keating Cup on a deserved scoreline, 4 goals and 18 to 1 goal and 5. Grania, you just can't argue with that. That was an emphatic win by Lurgan.
Yeah, it was fantastic display of football by Lurgan. From the defence to the full forward line, great defending, wonderful work rate from the midfield, especially Catherine Dolan, Amy Gaynor as well. Great support for all the backs and for the forwards. And Niamh, of course, Niamh Daly, absolutely instrumental in the win today.
Yeah, she really was. She played a leader's role in that Lurgan team, a focal point in the forward line, and definitely she'll be a contender for player of the match anyway. But there's a lot on that Lurgan team, a lot of good young footballers there that could just deal with the situations. Their handling was better, maybe their use of the ball that little bit better, and maybe just dealing with the occasion. Yeah,
I think the experience there, even you said they're a young team, very young team, but the experience from the last 10 years, they were very smart with their possession today.
Yeah, they were indeed. So we're going to try and get down and get the presentation done on the. We'll try and get the presentation here on the live stream. So we want to thank Grania Midlade for helping us out with the commentary here. We'd have been lost without her. She's definitely found a new career in this one. And stay with us here on wearecavan.com. We'll be bringing you the presentation of the Michelle Keating Cup. It's going to be picked up by Clara O'Reilly, centre half forward and scorer of 2 goals and 4 or 5 points maybe in this Imperial Bar Senior Championship final. Michelle Keating Cup is staying in Virginia area for 2017.
Players and their management for going out in such force today and giving a display of football. Well done to you both. I just want to call on Maggie Farley just for a moment and just to thank her on behalf of the county board for her officiating at today's game. Maggie is a wonderful ambassador for refereeing in our county, not only at a ladies level but at the men's team. So congratulations and well done to Maggie. Thank you. I don't want to keep everybody here very long. I suppose we can't get any wetter than we are. The Kyogan's Senior Championship has had a trial run in this year, and I want to thank both teams for their patience and for their commitment to the Senior Championship. It is very, very hard for teams to keep going when they aren't sure what the end result is going to be. But both teams were very, very committed, and I want to thank them for that commitment. Both teams, again, have worked very, very long and hard on their sponsorship, and it does take community to support a football team. And just looking on social media, I noticed that both teams spent a lot of work, and there was a lot of financial and support from both communities to these girls, which is elevating the profile of ladies football within our county when the whole community comes together to say, we believe in you, you go for it, do your best, and if it doesn't work out today, we're still there with you to pick up the pieces. So to the communities of both Mullahoran and Lurgan, and to the people who sponsored them, very, very much appreciated and well done. To our main sponsor for 2017, Jonah got very thin in the last while, which is good to see. The workout routine is doing well for him. But we have Brandon, Jonah and Karen's son here representing Kyogan's Imperial, and I want to thank them most sincerely for their support of our championship in 2017. Without further ado, I'm just going to call on Mona and Breda on behalf of their team just to say a few words.
So on behalf of Mullahoran ladies, there's a number of people I'd like to thank. Firstly, to our management team of Mark, Kevin and Gary and Una and the rest that helped out. Your dedication, your hard work and your commitment to this team has got us here today, and it really showed that it's brought us together as a team, because we're made up of a team of young and old people. I think our youngest, we had a 14-year-old stand up to take a penalty today, so it just goes to show the commitment of every girl in this team. And girls, thank you so much for your hard work. To our supporters here today, thank you so much for coming out. I know it wasn't the result you hoped for, and thanks for coming out in the rain and supporting us all through the championship. To our sponsors there again, Carl has talked about how communities come together. We were fortunate enough that our community came together and got behind us, and there's a lot of sponsors. I can't name them all, but Manor, Hill for our jerseys, the Imperial Bar for our shorts and socks, Brady's Insurance for training tops, Endahart Plant Hire, and Peter's Home for tops, and Grice Hall Furniture as well for sponsoring us jumpers. To Lurgan, we've met you twice this year, and it's always been a good sporting game. You have always stood up to the mark, and it showed there today your experience pulled through. This is our first senior championship since 1977 on our own. So girls, I know we didn't get what we wanted today, but maybe we have to lose one to win one, and we'll be back. Thanks everyone.
Just before I get Clara to say a few words, I want to sincerely thank everybody here at Killygarry. While it's not a poor substitute, it would have been ideal for us all to be in Breffni Park today, but again, the powers to be don't believe that there was a spot for ladies football in the county on today or tomorrow. But a sincere thanks to Killygarry for their belief in supporting this game and for fielding it today. Thank you. I call on Clara to say a few words.
First of all, I'd just like to say thanks very much to Maggie and her officials for officiating today. It was a great game. and refereed very well. I'd like to thank Killigary for the use of their facilities. It was just as good as playing on Bradley Park today. So I'd like to thank Mull for a great game, very sporting. You know, we played you in the first round of the championship this year, and we knew that we have a lot of improvement to do to beat you today, and luckily just things clicked for us today, and I'm sure we'll meet you again in the final, hopefully. Board for the great work they're doing in Canada, with the well championship, and yeah, thanks again. I'd like to thank our supporters for coming out all year, supporting us. Things probably just didn't go well for us at the start of the year, but I'm so proud to be standing up here today, ready to lift this cup on behalf of such a great group of girls. You know, we worked, when things weren't going well for us, we put our head down, we worked hard, we didn't complain, and you know, we got our just rewards today. But of course, we couldn't have done that without our management. Vivian, Ollie, Brian, Terry, Alan, Bridgie, and I'd like to thank our physio, Emma and Paul. Sorry, there's an awful lot of them to remember. Thank your hard work and commitment this year, you know, and every year. We're not the easiest gang to tame, but you've done it the last 3 years, so thanks very much. Finally, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Davey, O'Reilly, Joel and Nicole, who sponsored us a new set of jerseys this year, so thanks very much. And to Romar Energy, Kevin McDonald, for sponsoring training tops and half zips. So thanks again. Lastly, I'd just like to say I'm delighted to be able to be lifting this cup today, and Margot will be presenting it to us. It's such an important cup for our club, and hopefully Michelle will be looking down on us today.
Yeah, just on that note, I suppose it is very, very poignant that in their 9th out of 10th senior championship, that Lurgan has taken their championship again, and we are delighted that Margot and the Keating family are here representing their very, very fine daughter, who would have been an integral part of the whole setup in Lurgan. And I just want to acknowledge the work that the Keating family and their belief in ladies football, and the rededication of a new cup in Michelle's memory is a very, very poignant 2017. So thank you to Margot. While I'm struggling to get a wet box open, I just want to say that the Player of the Match award it does stick in my craw sometimes, the Player of the Match, because the team is about 30 players or 39 players, but it is something that is requested time and time again, and there was a number of very strong choices on both teams, but this year the Player of the Match, she's nifty, nearly 50, not Niamh Daly. And without further ado, the Michelle Keating Cup, the Senior Championship winners of the Kyogen Championship for 2017, I will get Margot Keating to present the Michelle Keating Cup to Clara and Neil. Gary has said that there's champagne for the first 10 in before 5 o'clock.
I'm on my way, Jimmy.
So we're delighted to be joined here by player of the match, Niamh Daly. What an unbelievable performance. I was saying it started brilliantly with your right-footed kick pass in for, I think it was Clara's goal, but I don't think you missed. You had an absolute brilliant game.
Thanks a million. I know it was a team performance all around. I had to get the ball in to be able to score, so it showed the work rate that our goalie right up the whole way up the field did, and I just finished it off.
Considering conditions, it was an unbelievable scoring display by Lorgan. Horrible conditions, rain never stopped. They got stronger throughout the game, slippy underfoot, but you didn't flinch at all. And a young team, that's a real quality.
Yeah, we knew all along that our young team was going to come good. This is my 6th championship medal, and a lot of them young girls, this is probably their 3rd in a row, and it's just a feeling to know that we still have young girls coming through, and even you've seen it in the half-time games there. The youth in our club is just developing every year, and it's great to see it.
Yeah, it's frightening to think 3 in a row already. That's 9 finals in 10 years. The future is getting brighter, and I see you're being adored by all the young girls from around Niamh. The girls are delighted. I suppose the big goal now though is Ulster.
Yeah, well, I presume we have a league semi-final now to look forward to next weekend. So we lost the 9-a-side final this year against a very strong Lacan team, and since that loss I think it made us knuckle down, to be honest. Then we went into the first round of championship, we lost by 2 points against Mullahoran, but we knew we didn't play well that day, to be honest. But coming in here today, it wasn't the worst loss you could have had, because it drove us on today, and we knew that we had to do everything to win the game, because we knew Mullahoran was going to be a very strong team. So yeah, first it comes up the league, and then our main focus then will be Ulster, of course.
Yeah, it's amazing. Game by game you're taking it, but you have to enjoy that game. Well done, Niamh. Delighted for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm actually going to be joined straight away by Finian Farrell, the manager of the Lorgan team. Winning just has become a real habit for you, Finian. How do you keep it up every year?
Well, I don't know. There's nothing like an old fool, I suppose. But look, when you win, you want to keep winning, and you win for as long as you can, Damien. And these are an extraordinarily talented set of players. There's youth and experience there, and that showed it today. I mean, some of their play today was outstanding, absolutely. In terrible conditions, But I mean, they produced it. I mean, everything clicked for them today, as Clara said there in her speech. And when you play as a unit, play as a team, no DIY, they play for one another, and they take their scores and defend well in numbers, and everything went well today.
Yeah, I suppose, isn't it funny how things go well when you work extremely hard? And these girls, while young, they've produced an unbelievable team spirit, and 3 in a row. That's not an easy feat.
No, it's not, Damien. It's hard going now. In fairness to them, But we told them beforehand, work rate. If they had a huge work rate, that'd give a performance, and if they gave a performance, they'd win the game. That's the equation: work rate, performance, winning. And that's what they did today, in fairness to them,
Yeah, the scoring display in those conditions, do you do an awful lot of shooting with them?
Always, every night, we always practice shooting, some shooting drills in some form, one form or another, Well, I mean, it's all about defending and it's all about scoring, so if you're not doing some shooting drills, there's something wrong with your training,
Well, it definitely showed, and as you say, a really good team effort overall. Last year, Ulster didn't quite go to plan, but yet showed great progress in it. With this young team, can they go a step further?
Well, when you go into Ulster, Damien, as you know yourself, it's a different ball game altogether, and you need a bit of luck and weather conditions go against you, something like today, and you just don't know. It's a Ulster is a minefield, really, and like we have the talent to go further, okay, and and if you get a home draw in the middle of November or October, it's a huge plus too. We haven't been lucky that way at all. We've been away up and down Donegal the last couple of years, so hopefully maybe this year we might get a home draw and we take it from there, one game at a time.
Yeah, one game at a time. Well, you've done this one really, really well. You've brought them to another county title. Finian, congratulations, well done.
Thank you, Damien.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Well, okay, so I'm delighted to be joined by the captain of the victorious Lurgan team, Clara Riley. In those conditions, I can't get over the display he's put in.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm surprised myself at how we played, to be honest with you. We met them in the first round of the championship this year, and just the amount of improvement that we'd have to do to beat them, and today it just clicked for us. Thankfully, yeah.
Yeah, I hear a few of you saying just click, but things don't just click. You have to work hard to make them click.
Yeah, well, we know that we have an unbelievable group of players, skill-wise, and really and truly, work rate was the only thing that we needed to add, to our performance, and we had that today, and thankfully we came out on top.
Yeah, I was saying the execution of skills were very difficult on a day like that, but I think in the second half you only had maybe 2 or 3 wides in total. You came off the post a couple of times, but your accuracy was brilliant.
Yeah, we're lucky enough to have very accurate players. We don't rely really on any players, to just step up and take scores. Every single player who's in the forwards there, even midfield, and girls that come on are well fit to take their scores, so we're just lucky that we have those players.
Yeah, lucky, or maybe he's put in an awful lot of work to make sure you have those players. But your own display, I think you finished with 2 goals and 5 or 2 goals and 6. Yeah, brilliant display. The goal, I spoke to Niamh Daly a little bit earlier on the first one. Lovely pass, and a great move by you in behind the defence. You didn't have to break stride.
No, again, you're going to think that I'm saying lucky all the time, but those things sometimes come off for you and other times they don't, and today was just lucky that it did. Plenty of times it hasn't come off and you'd be the victim of being shouted at and take the easy path, but today it just worked out for us. And
yeah, it was great to get your reward. A difficult year, I suppose, with all that went on behind the scenes and off the football field. Playing Mullahoran in the final was a change of scene for you, but after being beaten in the first round by Mullahoran, was that a big motivating factor for you today?
It was, after losing the first game, and we walked off the field and we knew that we hadn't performed at all, and we really didn't want to be going out to the championship, not playing our best, and we went into the Lacken game then, and probably didn't perform great in that, and we ended up having to play them again, and I think we really showed character and resilience in those 2 games. Then to me, Templeport clicked that day as well, and just our confidence, I suppose we've progressively got better as we went through the campaign, and yeah, so I'm glad we played well today and won.
Well, definitely, it was a well-deserved win, and there's no doubt about the quality on show by Lurgan. Congratulations, and very best of luck in Ulster. Hopefully there's an Ulster title in these young girls soon.
Hopefully. Thanks very much, Damien.
Well done, Clara. Brilliant stuff. Let's go and join the rest. Congratulations. Okay, folks, so that's all we have time for here on wearecavan.com. It's the Imperial Bar Senior Championship Final. The Michelle Keating Cup is going to Lurgan for 2017. That's 3 in a row, a phenomenal feat. I want to thank everybody who's listening in, Brian Daly and Drumlin Media, for streaming this game.